If you didn't know, UT Arlington is in the middle of a food desert. The greens at the College Park Center, asbestos-containing building material, lactation rooms, public health, public health, public health. I remember when I was taking, what class was it? I believe it was my urbanization class back with Dr. Green a few semesters ago. I remember one of our assignments was to do a stakeholder interview, and during that interview, I had actually interviewed someone who works down in Houston. Actually, she works down at the MD Anderson Cancer Center down in the Texas Medical Center. And I remember asking her what her role is as far as public health goes. And one thing that she told me was healthcare is nothing without public health, and that public health is the backbone of healthcare. So I definitely remember that quote almost every semester, at least twice a semester, if I'm being a little more specific. But yeah, like even just at the beginning of my time studying public health here at UTA, I think about how public health really is the backbone, like this mentor said, and that healthcare is just there to stop further diseases from developing after anything in public health may have failed, whether that be actual interventions that are being put in place or policies that are failing people, and that is resulting in negative public health outcomes. One of the obstacles that I did encounter was when I was looking into potential sites to video myself in front of and discuss about these in relation to public health, I found that I was still having to resort to the UTA website to search for the more specific locations of each of these. I was specifically looking for the locations of the lactation rooms and the Narcan dispensers here on campus because I actually didn't know where exactly those things were. I also didn't even know that lactation rooms were a thing on campus. So I do hope that UTA does just a little bit of a better job at making these resources known to everybody. So I would say just locating them on the website and in person is something that I did have to kind of go out of my way to do prior to filming this series. Hi, welcome to one of the lactation rooms here on the UTA campus. We are currently in the lactation room inside of room 663 inside of Pickard Hall. We are currently inside of the women's restroom, so this is a very discreet location. This room is also just small enough. It's your own personal space. There is also a door that leads into the lactation room for guaranteed privacy while you are in here. But yeah, lactation rooms are here on campus to aid UTA students who also happen to be parents, especially those who are nursing. So this gives them a little bit of space to do whatever they need to do. And this is aiming to kind of facilitate being a student while you are also a parent, and that way you do not have to worry about setting aside a space or just frantically looking for a space on campus to do what you need to. You just have to worry about your assignments, whatever it is you are worried about as a student, and you can easily find comfort in the fact that there are lactation rooms like this across campus. And as you can see in this lactation room, there's also a nice little reclining chair for whoever is lactating here, and that is why lactation rooms are connected to public health. So the issues regarding availability of resources at UTA, thankfully, generally is pretty good. However, as you will see in the clip of me in front of the Narcan dispenser, we did see that while the dispenser itself is there, it was not stocked with Narcan, and I do think that it poses a health risk for UTA students and faculty, or really anybody that needs it, because Narcan is a preventative medicine, at least through the eyes of a public health professional, because they do prevent dangerous overdoses, sometimes overdoses that can be deadly. So not having that in stock is posing a health risk. I am here in front of one of the Narcan dispensers here on the UTA campus. I am in front of the Narcan dispenser that they have inside of the University Center. It is right in front one of the gender-neutral restrooms here at the UC. And as you can see, this dispenser is very easy to use. They are out of stock right now, but usually they'll have some Narcan stocked up here, and you just take one and pull one out. But Narcan is very important to have here on campus because Narcan is such a life-saving drug, and it can easily reverse almost any drug overdose that you see is happening. But if the case that it's not a drug overdose, it is still safe to use. A common theme among all of the sites that I have seen on campus are that they are all put in place to prevent negative health outcomes among UTA students. And the series that I'm doing is, at least initially, it's going to be sent out to only UTA students, but in the future, I do hope to maybe expand the series and go further into the DFW area or into other universities. But as far as UTA goes, they're all here and they're put in place so that way we can prevent any illnesses and comorbidities among UTA students. And that's what public health is all about. Welcome to the greens at the College Park Center. As you can see behind me, we have a beautiful, spacious green space here on the UTA campus. We are currently at the southeast edge of campus, so it is still within walking distance for any UTA students to come here and just sit and enjoy the nature around them, take care of their mental health, get a break from class, whatever you need, you can find it here. And as you can see, we have the green spaces and there are sidewalks here as well, which is very important for walkability on the UTA campus. And there is also a few blue police button call stations. So if you ever feel like you are in immediate danger, feel free to go over and call that if you feel that you are in distress or you need help. As far as further recommendations for health communications go, I know that Professor Corbett, who is the current instructor for the public health communications course here at UTA, she is planning an assignment for students to be able to do things like this, where they go out around campus and talk about what they are noticing across campus. But I think something else that could be done is we have several public health related student organizations on campus as well. So I would also call for the members and the officers of these student organizations to increase the frequency of health communications that they are sending out to UTA students throughout the semester. I'm here in front of the Maverick Pantry right now. This is also on the UTA campus. It is right next to the Wells Fargo off of Center Street. The Maverick Pantry aims to aid students who are facing insecurity or even just a lack of food in general. So they are offering food and any baby supplies in case you are also a parent and a student. And the UTA Maverick Student Pantry also has donation drop boxes right outside the location here off of Center Street, as well as 2 others across campus. And food insecurity is a serious issue that is very prevalent here in Arlington. If you didn't know, UT Arlington is in the middle of a food desert, which means that there is a very low level of accessibility, especially among us UTA students, for nutritional food. Making note of the public health resources here on campus just gives students 2 things. I have 2 schools of thoughts with this. It gives students a better idea of what there is on campus in general, but it also is telling the university that these resources are being utilized and they are being made known, and that's what they're there for in the first place. So all of these public health resources on campus are here to serve students, especially because it's such an interdisciplinary field. There are a lot of people contributing to bettering the lives of students while they're here in college. I'm right outside of the UC now in front of the Connection Cafe that is inside. Unfortunately, we could not be filming this inside because they are currently playing copywritten music, but we are outside of where the Connection Cafe would be here inside of the UC. The Connection Cafe offers a variety of foods that are on the menu daily for students and faculty, and they even have a nutrition team on campus with Carly Richter as the lead nutritionist, and their purpose is to be able to cater to students of every diet, so they have vegetarian and vegan and gluten-free options readily available every day on the menu here at UTA. I would actually say, as far as what all is available on campus, UTA is doing pretty well at doing. Are they doing the best job at advertising it? I wouldn't say so. But UTA has things like the Maverick Pantry to address food insecurity. We have an emergency response team on campus, which public health students can actually intern with for their cumulative experience. UTA also has dining plans that are able to suit different diets. We have accessibility resources. We have pretty much everything that you can think of under the sun of public health, except for public transit. I'm outside of the Central Library right now, and you can see over here in the overlay of this video that there are asbestos-containing building materials signs posted right inside the library. And these signs are a requirement of the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, because asbestos is a material that can cause chronic disease if you are exposed to it. So as long as the building is completely and adequately sealing the asbestos-containing building material off, it is safe to be in place. UTA, again, is doing a generally good job at providing public health resources on campus, but one thing that I do see they are severely lacking in is a presence of public transportation, and this is an issue that extends towards the city of Arlington in general, but UTA, I do wish, had a better system of public transportation because we are a commuter school. We have students that are paying for parking, they are parking, but they are still having to calculate how long it is going to take for them to walk from their car to their classroom because they are taking way too long of a time for even that to be a thing. I do wish that we had some sort of public transit system that was a little more I guess, integrated into the campus rather than a system that is just kind of going along the borders of campus like what we currently have. So I do wish that we had a better public transit system here on campus for students and faculty. We are now here outside of one of the VO docking stations. These just arrived here at UTA. As you can see, I am currently sitting on one of the motorized bicycles that they offer here at UTA. These come at a very affordable cost of $1 to unlock and then 39 cents per minute that you are on your ride here on one of these VO scooters or motorized bicycles. And these are very important to public health because a lot of students here at UTA are commuter students, so they either have their own car or they just live just a short distance away from campus but still struggle to find transportation other than their own vehicle. So having something like a motorized scooter and bike system is so helpful for students to be able to get around and be able to get to class or other resources that they need to get to on time. Public health in relation to accessibility in general has to do with people being able to receive messages and health communications that are being sent out by the campus. So the schools of thought regarding that being, we want people who are deaf to be able to access the course material. So we do have on-campus interpreters on hand for deaf students. We even have Braille interpreters. We have, we have safe rooms for people who are neurodivergent and they just need space away from campus life in case they get overstimulated. We also have bike ramps and really just mobility ramps in general for anybody who is not or who cannot walk on their own. So we are able to cater to people of any mobility needs as well. Welcome to the bridge that leads towards the Science Hall here at UTA. We are currently on one of the ramps that goes up towards the bridge that goes over Cooper Street. These ramps are very important for public health because these allow anybody with any disabilities of any level of mobility to be able to get around. Public health, okay, so here at UTA at least, public health is a relatively new undergraduate degree program. So we are still kind of developing our place here on campus. But as far as it relates to other degree programs, we are very closely related to nursing, kinesiology, and social work because we are all, or at least nursing and kinesiology are under the College of Nursing and Health Innovation as is public health. And the School of Social Work is also very much related to public health in the sense that they are looking at people's health in the workspace, their home, and where they play, as does public health. Oh, no.